glass is down at the paddock. This way.
The glass is down at the paddock this way. What inspiring words, Neville. What a way to welcome people to Let's Play Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. This is 115 speaking, and happy December the 4th. Yesterday we explored the, well, I would say almost the entirety of the Hogwarts castle.
I suppose we ought to get onto class soon.
These guys. But today we're gonna focus on Hogwarts Grounds, which I personally find way more interesting in this game. So first of all, again, like I said, all the students you can mingle with are randomly generated, so...
One of the Slytherins said he saw an enormous creature flying over Hagrid's paddock. I bet he was lying.
You know what? If it was a Slytherin saying it, they were probably lying, but also accidentally happened to be true.
I was really looking forward to Care of Magical Creatures, till I heard Draco Malfoy was in the class.
Come on, he's gonna be responsible for the fun part of that class, but that is for tomorrow. So first of all, guys, let us explore this gorgeous courtyard fountain, the centerpiece from the Prisoner of Azkaban movie. It drains the water, reveals a spongify tile, and with it, we can jump into the Hogwarts crest. I like to imagine it not opening up and Harry just getting plastered on it face forward. Okay, these pasties sure make me happy. Can we reopen these? No, not at all. Are we Alahamora a tapestry this time? By the way, it has Fluffy, well not Fluffy specifically, but three-headed dog on it, which I think is a cool Easter egg. My god, these guys just... First they block the entry,
We better follow Neville.
now we get nagged by Ron. You know, with Hermione I kind of have expected, but not from you, Ron. I really don't. That is treason. Anywho, our prize for this encounter is another beast card, and a cool one at that.
Kelpie lurks in rivers and streams and will kneel in invitation for anyone to ride it across. If this is attempted, the Kelpie will drag the rider underwater and attempt to eat them.
Which is absolutely terrifying. Oh, I love this card. Okay. Excellent. Wasn't sure we are at the correct angle to collect them. This courtyard kind of reminds me of the flying lesson. Maybe this is where it took place 2 years ago. Who knows? Nah, Slytherin doesn't want to talk to us. That's fine. We can do without. So now, let's check this side of the courtyard. This door over here is very grand indeed, but we cannot enter it. Oh, and notice there's a dynamic illumination effect even when doing basing wand casting, which is pretty cool. But this door over here, according to the map, leads somewhere, and that somewhere is the end of the game. If you find yourself here with all the achievements list items completed, the game's gonna end automatically. However, keep in mind, guys, we want to prevent this at all costs, because doing so, we would miss out on the boss fight. So don't do too well. Leave some portrait passwords, even if you have the currency to buy them for later. But I'll elaborate on that a bit later on. First of all, let's hit this target. Oh, and this is gonna reveal a fun timed run. We're gonna jump up into the attic. That's gonna collapse unless we're fast enough. And by the way, this door will never open, leads nowhere, which is a bit of a bummer. There's plenty of those in this game. Okay, and the timer is on, and you cannot go in a straight line if you want all the goodies. Oh, close call over there. Love to see Ron and Hermione falling down and Harry just being really cool about it. Okay, so let's see what we got.
Double-ended newt can be purchased from the magical menagerie in Diagon Alley. Swims around a lot and likes algae.
I mean, there are amphibians that eat and throw up from the same mouth, so I guess this can work, but my god, I feel sorry for the creature. Oof. Anywho, let's now... Oh yeah, keep in mind the spongify tiles in the corners of this courtyard. It's not just to transport ourselves quickly, it's for something else entirely, okay? But first of all, I see suits of armor I'd like to destroy. These are always so disappointing, given the effort they take to activate. How about you? Are you gonna be any better than just 4 bees? Nope, that's all we're stuck with. Anyway, I like to think this is a reference to the witch and wizard statue in the Hogwarts entrance in the first and second game. Here we have a bust of a witch and a wizard. Oh, they both sound a bit... like they had way too much fun. Anyway, let's collect the beans over here, and each time we do that, new ones will appear, just like this, which is pretty cute. It's not considered a secret, but it's a reward in beans you have to work a bit more for. And I'm all in it for it. Okay.
You really do need to work on the accuracy of your spell casting.
Harry? Are you tipsy from listening to the witch and wizard laughing? I wouldn't blame you. Now guys, the reason why I like the Hogwarts Grounds, it's this area over here. Not only does it look great, but there is a little garden maze over here with effigies showing the different house symbols. What's really cool, and there's a trait that we can ignore, is that each time you cast at one, you get beams and a really lovely animation effect. The Ravenclaw eagle, not a raven, spans its wings like this. The lion is fierce. Look at it. Yeah, Neville will have to wait for longer. Now, then there's the badger, which does absolutely nothing, but, I mean, it's a badger, it turns its head and goes on all fours for a while. Yeah, that one's a bit of a letdown, but the snake is my absolute favorite. Look how adorable it is. Ah, it's so cute. Snake's the best, honestly. Anyway, keep in mind the symbols like this. This right here is a snake. This should be the eagle. And it's important to know where they are. Okay, let's cast it all for.
Hagrid's taking care of magical creatures. Next thing you know, Filch will be headmaster.
Okay, that was actually funny. I'll give you that. And here I thought Filch and Slytherin stick together. Huh. Okay, so let's go around. Wait, what? But I didn't touch it. What's happening? I'm a bit confused, honestly. Anyway, there's a lion symbol over there.
I heard there's a prefect down by the forest offering collector's cards to anybody who can get rid of a Cornish pixie infestation.
And there's the badger icon, although it looks more like a wolf. Interesting.
Hagrid's teaching care of magical creatures. Filch will be headmaster.
Okay, let's also not forget about the armor, as I almost did. And let's keep this tapestry for later, because it's not tied to this secret at all, which is one of the coolest secrets in the game. Let me show you.
Hagrid's teaching care of magical
First,
creatures.
we want the
Next thing you know,
Ravenclaw
Filch will be
eagle, which,
headmaster.
as we've memorized, is all the way far here. The long timer is a bit of a hint. Each time you cast at the correct symbol, you need to come back to repress the button,
Hagrid's teaching care
and
of
it's gonna
magical
switch to the
creatures.
next one. Oh
Next
my
thing
god.
you know,
Please
Filch
shut
will
up,
be
Slytherins.
headmaster.
The snake was tucked in the corner over here.
Hagrid's teaching
Oh my
care
god,
of
not you
magical
again.
creatures. Next thing you know, Filch will be headmaster.
Okay, lion. Lion was to the side. Look how short the timer is. That's also a hint that it's very close. And the final one must be the badger. Yes, indeed. And there we go. Guys, this was a lot of fun. And there we go. We have a card. And this was...
Phoenix, a gentle creature. The phoenix lives to an immense age because it can regenerate each time it bursts into flames. Phoenix song is magical, and its tears have healing properties.
This was phenomenal. Okay, and we get the Phoenix card. By the way, this should also have triggered the third... Oh, it did! Oh, I failed to notice it on the screen. Okay, awesome. 3 secrets is what we want to see here. Excellent. Now, for the tapestry over here. This is a very rare Lumos gargoyle that hides not 1, but 2 secrets. And as such, it gets an approval in my book. Let's get there really quick. With the use of the Spongify tile, it's this corner tucked away here. It has the next secret. Oh, come on, guys. You can do better than that. There we go. And let's see what beastie we've collected this time.
Giant purple toad. Likes dead flies and other insects. Has a long green tongue.
Playing this game is the first time I heard about giant purple toads, but these are also featured in Hogwarts Legacy, which is awesome. Okay, now how about we spongify our way back to the Lumos statue? Oh, Harry. You really need to improve on the accuracy of your spellcasting, like Hermione said. Although I don't know why she said it to Ron. Ron's doing fine, it's Harry who has a problem. So casting it from the greatest distance gives you the longest amount of time to reach the next spot.
If you're heading to the hippogriff paddock, watch out. There's a swarm of pixies on the loose down there.
Let's also pick these up, and we already found the 5th secret via approaching these 2 chests. Excellent. Okay, let's let's collect these. Now, this is a bit of a letdown because I was kind of hoping this gorgeous looking area would be a bridge, but instead it's just a wooden plank on top of a solid ground. This was supposed to be the bridge that they introduced in the Prisoner of Azkaban movie, and instead it's just this wooden hallway. It's, I don't know, it just loses something in its grand presence and its magnitude. Anywho, outside we step. This was supposed to be the stone ring outside of Hogwarts, where Hermione punched Malfoy in the face. Nothing like that's gonna happen in this game, quite unfortunately, but there you go. Let's save the game. And something that might be actually new to you, even if you played the game, there is a cauldron cake tucked away here. And guys, this means we have, well, actually, even back then, we already had enough for purchasing Derwent Shimplink portrait password, and also in the corner over here. And if we try to enter Hagrid's hut from this side, this is considered the sixth and final secret of Hogwarts Grounds. Yeah, we don't actually get to enter inside like in a cutscene in the Philosopher's Stone or the Chamber of Secrets extended mod. But let's take a look at this beast because it's actually quite impressive.
Sky trash. Large, dog-like spirit that can be encountered in the Forbidden Forest, either singly or in groups.
It's actually terrifying. Imagine encountering these in the forest. I think the inspiration for these was the Hound of Baskerville. That's just my theory for Sherlock Holmes' tale. Okay, so that's essentially it. Now, since we cannot visit Hagrid and he's not really paying much attention to us, I mean, he's busy teaching students who actually do attend their lessons over there, we can have a bit of a revenge on the guy and destroy his pumpkin field. Oh, look at that. But only one of those pumpkins had pumpkin pasties in it, which is a bit disappointing. I wanted only pumpkin pasties from this. Oh well, there you have it. By the way, this scarecrow is quite tough and requires triple cast. But look, we get cakes, so there's that silver lining over there. Okay, and remember, the pumpkins regrow after you smash them the first time, but then you can smash them again for yet another reward, and then they are not gonna regrow. Poor Hagrid.
Hi, you three. I know you're following Neville to class, so I won't hold you up.
Well, see about that. There's gonna be something else that's gonna hold us up. Oh look, Neville, we beat you to it. You're the one who's late. Oh, never mind.
Care of Magical Creatures class is just through that gate. Whoa! And that must be a Pixie Infestation. When you three have finished dealing with the Pixies, Care of Magical Creatures class is this way.
It's up to you, Harry. We can explore for a bit, or follow Neville to class.
Oh, come on, Hermione, you know the answer. By the way, guys, I would recommend not saving the game here and now. It's gonna be saved immediately when you complete the first round of the Pixie Infestation so-called minigame. See, this is the first of the 3 minigames, and in tomorrow's episode, the whole episode's gonna be dedicated to the second one, Hippogriff Flying, which I absolutely love. The Pixie Infestation is just Rictusempering Pixies over and over and over until you get 5, I think, giant cards for that. That's it. Yeah, it's not exactly a minigame. It uses the exact same mechanics as the rest of the game.
Follow Neville to the Hippogriff paddock.
Shut it, Ron. But look at the giant skip through the path we took. Okay, let me just show you this again. We are here, and the game had the decency to actually bring us all the way there. Although I don't know why it was necessary to do it here. Why not do it here? I'm sure there are good reasons for this. Anyway, I find it interesting.
Pixies!
Get away from me! We've got a Pixie Infestation on our hands. What can we do to help? Just cast at the well to stir up the swarm. You'll have to work together to get rid of them. If you don't get all of the Pixies on the first try, you can try again as often as you want. You'll earn a collector's card each time you can beat the swarm. If you can drive off every last Pixie in the well, you'll earn all 5 cards in the set. But that's no easy feat.
I'll be honest, that is a very easy feat, if a bit tedious. But something I'm not gonna have an easy time of is forgetting those dead fish eyes. Ron, shut up and let us do what we can to skip class, okay? So first of all, you need to triple cast the bucket over here, which has the correct symbol now, not Rictusempra but Depulso. Knocking it over makes a terrible racket and summons the Pixies. And each Pixie we take down brings the health bar down of the nest entity, so to speak. The problem is the angle they spawn at, because occasionally the Pixies can clip into the well and get stuck, and then we have a problem.
Brilliant work! That prefect said we'd win all 5 cards in the set if we could drive all the Pixies away for good.
And the game saves. Awesome. Now I want to challenge myself. Look at our health bars. Harry got injured? When did that happen? Huh. Anywho, I want to do this in one go without getting any cards or eating any of those chocolate frogs. Let's see what our health will look like by then. It's not very thrilling, guys, is it? But I'm gonna ask you to put up with this. By the way, there's not much you can do to influence Ron and Hermione dodging those missiles. You just have to trust them to stay out of the way, and occasionally they can screw up so much that if one of your companions faints, the game will reload, due to no fault of your own. Yeah, Hermione's not doing great there.
We really showed them.
Did we? Well, at least you're not nagging me about coming back to the class, so that's an improvement. Apparently this is what the PS2 version of the game is also notorious for. Okay. Oh, that was pretty quick. Nice, efficient. So 4 swarms like this, eh? In this wave. Okay, we're doing fine. It should be the biggest one. It's the largest chunk of the health bar. Hermione, move out of the way. Ron, you're halfway there already. My goodness gracious.
Excellent spellcasting, you two.
Okay. Now, it's gonna get tougher. It might seem like, oh, 3 out of 5 ways we're fine. By the way, if you check either the achievement list, you will see 0 out of 5 for Pixie Encounter, and the same gist here, because the way this is tracked is actually via you picking up those wizard cards, okay? That's the only way you progress for these, is via picking up those cards over there. But of course I want to earn the reward. So let's keep fighting. Okay, we'll be doing this 4 times again. I can't say I'm excited. By the way, guys, I made, to the best of my effort, the total number of count of the Pixies we are going to defeat here. And you know what's the number I came up with? You'll have to wait for the end of this wave to find out. Sorry for the suspense. Okay. It was a nightmare to count every individual Pixie. Even they're all in motion. Hermione and Ron will not stop casting. It was very difficult to count them all.
Brilliant, Hermione.
Okay, I promised I'm gonna tell you, so I'm gonna do that now. Let's see, I need to flip the page back. Yeah, guys, this entire minigame consists of 152 Pixies. You heard that correctly. And this is the final 5th wave, which also have 5 stages. Yep. Oh, the first one seems to be very small, so that makes sense. You there. Ah, the well architecture is so annoying. And they always spawn facing the direction from which you defeated the final Pixie of the previous wave, which can cause further problems. It's not good. And the well blocks the Rictusempra casts. This is not a great minigame. It shouldn't even be called a minigame. It's not a different mechanic to the basic gameplay whatsoever. Okay. But I think we're doing fine in the health department at least. At least I haven't seen our health bars flashing in a long time. Shall we just stay here and get hit repeatedly? Nah. Okay. Okay. Hermione's halfway down as well. Ron's health bar hasn't changed a lot. Oh, it's the final 2 Pixies, right? There we go.
We did it!
That's right. Fly away and good riddance. That was fantastic.
Didn't we slaughter them all? They're not gonna fly away anymore, Ron. They're not gonna do anything anymore. Anywho, guys, see this? First of all, let's have a chocolate overdose. Yum, 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 yum. Ah, so satisfying. And now, let's pick up one card. An icon appears. Another card, an icon appears. We are at 2 out of 5 in this tracker. And this is how it works. An icon appears. An icon appears. An icon appears. I don't know why I did it this way, but not very efficient. Anywho, let's check all the giant cards we got for this. Starting with...
Bran the Bloodthirsty. Medieval, dates unknown. Lived in a castle on top of an enchanted beanstalk. Apparently fond of eating bread made with ground bones and washed down with the blood of an Englishman. Was slain by a boy named Jack. Cyclops, ancient Greece, dates unknown. A one-eyed giant who lived in a cave at the foot of Mount Etna. With the help of several sheep, was slain by the Greek hero Odysseus.
I love the Odysseus reference here. By the way, regarding Bran the Bloodthirsty and Jack and the Beanstalk, I remember a cartoon from, I don't know if it was late 80s or early 90s, I watched with my dad, Jack and the Beanstalk, which had such a bittersweet ending, because in order to save himself and his mom, Jack had to cut the beanstalk, and he would never ever see his beloved princess again, whilst Bran the Bloodthirsty fell down to his demise. It was really heartbreaking. Anyway, I love the cartoon so much.
Goliath, biblical, dates unknown. Mercenary giant used by the Philistines in their war with the Israelites. Was slain by a young boy with a slingshot.
So I actually read the Bible as a historical book to see what was going on in ancient times, and I'll be honest, I was on the side of the Philistines. They were just defending their homeland. I don't see David slaying Goliath as some huge, great victory. Of course it's impressive, but still, Philistines had the right to defend themselves, my god, against the bloodthirsty invaders.
Morholt. Ancient Celtic, dates unknown. Gigantic brother of the King of Ireland. Wounded Tristan, the Celtic hero, with a poisoned sword when the latter tried to kill him.
I would never expect a giant to use a poison.
Hengist of Upper Barton. 15th century giant killed by the famous giant slayer Gifford Ollerton.
Hengist looks quite sophisticated over here, given that he's a giant. It makes me think he's a Renaissance giant. I mean, 15th century. Imagine your greatest accomplishment being killed by this guy. And if he looks familiar, that's because we found Gifford Ollerton both in Chamber of Secrets and Philosopher's Stone. Very nice time. So anywho guys, what did you think of the Pixie encounter? Personally, I'm not too hot on this one, but don't worry. The Hippogriff flying is next tomorrow and it's fantastic. I love it so much. And the Monster Book of Monsters is gonna be pretty much what we encountered on Hogwarts Express, but slightly more challenging, and there's a way you can make it way more fun. So anyhow, leaving the well in shambles, we cleared the Pixie Infestation, but destroyed Precious Garden architecture. No one's gonna mind. They're just gonna cast Reparo on it. Let's save the game here. Let's take a look at how we're doing cards-wise. 29, not bad at all. And guys, I would very much like to see you tomorrow as soon as possible, but tomorrow needs to come first. That's when we're gonna learn how to fly on Buckbeak the Hippogriff. But until then, I want to say thanks to my absolutely amazing patrons. I would like to say thanks to my free Patreon members and especially to my loyal Winstons. Blind Google, Mick, Severin Drax, Ensticle, Katie Danger, Pooh the 2, Basic Bryony, and Bino. Next, I would like to say big thanks to my caretaker Winstons, Michael McConkey, Caravetu, Renegade Durney, Blanket Fox, Jonathan Jones, Dig the Bee, and Biddy92. I would also like to give special thanks to my brave veteran Winstons, Andrea Paviglianiti, Alexander, and Richard Dearman. And finally, I would like to give one very special thanks to my one and only fine vintage Winston, Akira Foxmind. I'm truly humbled every single day that so many of you want to support my work, and thanks to you guys, I'm able to keep all my videos completely demonetized. No ads, no nonsense, the best viewing experience for everyone. Thank you so much for making my dreams coming true. And also, thank you today for taking over Hagrid's gardening duties, as he's busy with the Care of Magical Creatures class. You guys are responsible for looking after the Hogwarts Grounds and Gardens, and that's kind of why the Ravenclaw crest is today's advent calendar icon, to really be in honor of the wonderful architecture we saw today, especially what was supposed to be the Ravenclaw eagle, but for some reason in this game they decided to turn the raven into a mascot, which is incorrect. But I'm sure you guys will let me know in the comments why you think this is the case. Why is Ravenclaw called Ravenclaw with an eagle in its crest? But the one we see in today's advent calendar and the Prisoner of Azkaban game is actually the raven, which is a bit messy. Anyway, it's all part of the fun. And tomorrow, guys, where I hope to see you next, we're gonna do some proper hippogriff flying. Honestly, the best flying mode. I enjoyed so much more than the dueling in Chamber of Secrets or even the Quidditch in the first game. You have a lot to look forward to.